Franklin D. Roosevelt, the only U.S. president to serve 4 terms. Franklin D. Roosevelt led America through some of its darkest days, from the Great Depression to World War II, becoming a pillar of strength for millions. But on April 12, 1945, during a quiet retreat in Warm Springs, Georgia, Roosevelt passed away, stunning the nation. The public was blindsided, but close advisors, not so much. They'd seen his health gradually deteriorating in the months leading up to his death. Today, we're diving into the burning question. Was the official explanation a cerebral hemorrhage really the whole story, or could there have been more beneath the surface of his declining health?
The official story goes like this. On April 12, 1945, while sitting for a portrait in his beloved retreat at Warm Springs, Franklin D. Roosevelt suffered a sudden cerebral hemorrhage. In just moments, the president was gone. News of his passing left the American public in shock, many struggling to imagine the country without him during such a crucial period. But here's the interesting part. Roosevelt's inner circle wasn't nearly as surprised. They had seen the signs. Franklin D. Roosevelt visible fatigue, his bouts of weakness, even his gradual decline in recent months. Advisors close to him had known he wasn't in the best health, but revealing that openly? That was another story. To truly understand the circumstances surrounding Roosevelt's death, we need to look at his health history. Roosevelt's battled a number of significant health issues throughout his life. He had hypertension, chronic heart disease, and the long-term effects of polio, which he contracted at a young age. Each of these conditions posed serious risks, and as time went on, their combined effects took a toll on his body. Doctors expressed serious concerns regarding his health, especially as he was gearing up for his 4th term. There were whispers of a potential cover-up to keep his condition out of the public eye. After all, how could the country elect a president whose health was crumbling under the weight of their expectations? Now, let's delve into a more controversial aspect of Roosevelt's health, what some have dubbed the melanoma theory. In a 2006 study published in the Archives of Dermatology, researchers suggested that Roosevelt may have had a malignant lesion that could have contributed to his decline. This paper ignited fresh speculation about the true nature of his illness and ultimately his death. The paper pointed to a notable lesion on Roosevelt's head, which observers noted seemed to grow larger over the years. Some dermatologists argue that this growth could have been indicative of skin cancer, specifically melanoma. This raises the question, if this lesion were indeed malignant, could it have metastasized, spreading to other organs and leading to more severe health complications? While these claims are intriguing, it's important to highlight that without a tissue sample or direct evidence, these theories remain unproven. However, the possibility of undiagnosed melanoma adds another layer of complexity to the mystery surrounding Roosevelt's health and eventual death. Now, let's consider the implications of untreated melanoma. If Roosevelt indeed had a malignant lesion that progressed to widespread metastatic cancer, it could have significantly impacted his overall health. Metastatic cancer can cause a variety of complications, affecting vital organs and potentially leading to severe health crises. One key question arises: could the cerebral hemorrhage that ultimately took Roosevelt's life have been triggered or exacerbated by an underlying illness like advanced cancer? Some medical experts speculate that the stress on his body from battling cancer could have contributed to the fragility of his blood vessels, making a hemorrhage more likely. However, the challenge here is that we lack definitive proof. Without tissue samples or thorough autopsy findings, we can't conclusively confirm or rule out the presence of melanoma or its potential role in Roosevelt's death. This uncertainty keeps the debate alive and fuels ongoing intrigue regarding what truly happened to one of America's most significant presidents. Determining the true cause of Franklin D. Roosevelt's death is fraught with challenges, particularly when we consider the medical landscape of the 1940s. Back then, the ability to diagnose and treat serious illnesses was nowhere near as advanced as it is today. Many medical conditions, including cancer, were often undetected until they had progressed significantly. Moreover, the secrecy surrounding Roosevelt's medical records only complicates matters. His health issues were carefully managed by a tight-knit group of advisors who controlled access to his medical information, keeping the public largely in the dark about the extent of his deteriorating health. This culture of secrecy was partly driven by the political climate of the time, as they aimed to maintain the president's image during critical periods of American history. Today, historians faced significant hurdles in assessing Roosevelt's health due to the limited medical documentation that survives from his presidency. The political sensitivity surrounding his illness also makes it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. As a result, many questions about the factors contributing to his death remain unanswered, adding to the enduring mystery of what really killed Franklin D. Roosevelt. The death of Franklin D. Roosevelt had immediate and profound effects, particularly in the closing months of World War II and the transition to Harry Truman's presidency. Roosevelt's leadership had been pivotal during the war, and his sudden passing left a vacuum that could have altered the course of history. Truman, stepping into the role unexpectedly, faced the monumental task of continuing wartime strategies and navigating post-war challenges without the benefit of Roosevelt experience. Additionally, Roosevelt's death brought about a significant cultural shift regarding presidential health transparency. In the wake of his passing, later presidents began to understand the importance of being open about their health conditions, recognizing that maintaining public trust was crucial during times of uncertainty. This change has had lasting implications on how health is communicated by those in power. Finally, the theories surrounding Roosevelt's health and death add layers to our understanding of his life and presidency. They prompt us to ponder the what ifs, what if he had received earlier treatment for cancer? What if he had lived to see the post-war world? These questions not only enrich our historical narrative, but also remind us of the human vulnerabilities that even the most powerful leaders face. Thanks for watching our deep dive into Franklin D. Roosevelt's life and death. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more historical mysteries. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think really caused Roosevelt's death? Let us know in the comments. See you next time.